First of all, I would like to commend our trio partners, Slovakia, for their initiative in organizing this conference today, which provides a platform for Tajikistan to present its national development strategy, chartering a roadmap towards achieving the SDGs by 2030. This agenda shows our resolve to eradicate poverty, reduce inequality, and to support partner countries improve people's lives. For the first time, we have one common framework which applies to our relations with all developing countries. And they are also linked to clear timeframes.
Last Monday, 2 days ago, we had the Cooperation Council between the European Union and Republic of Tajikistan, where the co-chair was Minister Aslov, and we had a very productive meeting then, and we both agreed that the European Union would continue supporting Tajikistan.
As European Union, we are working in order to strengthen our presence and our cooperation, our partnership. We are working in order to support effort, in order to improve education, access to health, access to basic services, access to water, to invest in infrastructure, to invest in capacity building in Tajikistan.
I'm here today, and I will share with you some Latvian approach, let's say, to the EU Central Asia cooperation.
Believe that Tajikistan is at the crossroad where a new impetus for the economic and social development of the country is needed, in particular to face the current effects of the international, global and international economic, financial and other crises and its effect on Tajikistan's economy, but also in order to start building a new, more self-sustainable economic development model. We believe that there is a huge potential in this strategy to become a driver for the lifting up of Tajikistan to a new level of modernization.
Start from a very low base of socio-economic development and
eradicating poverty. It's not about reducing but eradicating poverty and leaving no one behind in the development process. To ensure steady growth, competitiveness, provide decent living standards for the population and equal opportunities for each person in the ES, and found that not just the vision but overall strategy is 78% aligned to SDGs. The UN system in the next 5 years will be focusing on strengthening good governance, rule of law, cross-border or border management, social protection, social cohesion.
Важные преобразования произошли в сфере образования, здравоохранения и социальной защиты населения. Уровень младенческой, детской и материнской смертности снизился более чем в 2 раза. Были возведены и сданы в эксплуатацию сотни учреждений образования, здравоохранения и культурных и спортивных объектов.
Введено в эксплуатацию более 1600 промышленных предприятий и производственных компаний. По некоторым видам продукции в последние годы Таджикистан из стран импортеров перешел в категорию стран экспортеров мигрантов из Таджикистана. В 2015 году по сравнению с 2014 сокращение перелетов было на 30%. В международном разделении труда мы знаем, что есть страны, которые являются поставщиками рабочей силы. Международный валютный фонд, Организация Объединенных Наций сейчас пересматривают систему национальных счетов. Последние события, связанные с экономическим спадом в целом по региону, свидетельствует о том, что нам это удается. Задачами, которые переходят из предыдущей стратегии на новый качественный уровень в данную стратегию, у нас появилась следующая задача приоритетная. Это продуктивная занятость.
Мне кажется, создается такая хорошая площадка, хорошая новая основа для углубления сотрудничества не только между Евросоюзом и Таджикистаном, но тоже между Евросоюзом и другими донорами и международными организациями, которые очень четко заявили, что хотят поддержать имплементацию, реализацию этой стратегии на деле. Потом очень важно важно, чтобы эта стратегия претворилась в жизнь посредством очень таких последовательных, конкретных шагов. Мы тоже хотим поддержать рост экономики, развитие частного сектора в Таджикистане. И тут тоже уже образуется новый региональный проект такого сотрудничества. Мы для этих двухсторонних проектов, как вы, может, знаете, выделили 251 миллиона евро.
One of my favorite projects is these 18 women resource centers around the country that do awareness raising about human trafficking in high-risk rural areas, in addition to working with victims of domestic violence. Women, but of course it's so necessary all over the world, as we know, to include women, 50%, perhaps even over, of the population of the world and of different countries into decision making. The OSCE, of course, has a comprehensive approach to security, and indeed, so I'm trying to look at how through that we can support the Central Asian states, in this case in particular Tajikistan, in reaching the SDGs. Discuss this with the Tajik government once the mandate has been adopted, and of course I'm delighted to see Foreign Minister Aslam here, because we have been working on anti-money laundering and also on enabling local entrepreneurship. And as I recently had the pleasure to meet with the Anti-Corruption Agency in Dushanbe, I think it is good to mention that we have good cooperation on anti-corruption measures on that we are also working with. And in this case, the strategy also mentions the aims having a consistent policy aimed at reducing corruption and the improvement in the business environment, obviously for Tajikistan. We're supporting things like the development of free economic zones, providing business services to entrepreneurs, supporting returning migrant workers, for example. So really trying also to work on some new ideas. You know, when we think of this human dimension portfolio of ours, I think it's one of the things that gives me proof of the fact that it is extremely important that we are able in the future also to work in the region. And in this context, I really want to remind about the importance of the OSCE approach to comprehensive security, because it's even we're also very much looking forward to strengthening our partnerships, coordination and cooperation with the European Union, with the various UN agencies and other international actors that are engaged in Tajikistan.
The Secretary General of the Energy Charter has been very much focused on the sustainable development goal number 7, which is access to reliable and affordable energy for all. I very much believe that the access to energy is a key element of the all development goals. So without energy, you could not achieve any of the remaining 16 Sustainable Development Goals as approved by UN till 2030. So we had a substantial discussion today about the way how to ensure that Tajikistan and other countries in the region would be able to fulfill their own plan on ensuring energy security, how to make energy affordable and accessible to the population. Because without energy you could not have a job creation, you could not have health care, you could not have education, and you could not promote the modern society in any country, including Tajikistan.